Welcome to the Fall 2020 Commencement Ceremony. This isn't how I had hoped to be greeting you on your graduation day, and it's unfortunate that we can't be together in person today. Nothing can really replace the experience of attending our in-person commencement ceremonies. However, I'm glad that we are together in spirit on such a momentous occasion. I've had the honor of presiding over commencement ceremonies at Minnesota State University, Mankato since 2002. That's 19 years of watching Mavericks cross the stage and earn degrees from this fine institution. Some of you may already know that this will be my last year as president of the university. I will be retiring at the end of June. That means that you, along with the graduates later this spring, are my final class. That makes you special, but you're special already. Even though I have not had the pleasure of meeting each of you individually, I do know that you are a special class. I know that you have worked extremely hard to get here today, and I know that you made sacrifices to get to this point. I also know that, especially over the past 9 months, you've had to be flexible, nimble, and willing to think outside the box. I'm immensely proud of how all of you have adjusted to the new reality of life with COVID-19. It has not been easy for any of you, I know that, nor has it been what anyone would have expected. But I am impressed by the way our faculty, staff, and especially you, our students, have rallied to make the best of a very unfortunate situation. Everyone worked together to keep moving forward to get here today, to graduation. So I thank you for being open-minded and cooperative during this time. Now, as you prepare to take your big ideas out into the real world, I imagine that you are both excited and a little apprehensive. And I understand both emotions. This is indeed a strange time to be embarking on a new adventure. That can be frightening, or it can be inspiring. I hope you choose it to be the latter. In many ways, you will be trailblazers. You will help establish the path forward in a world where what we've always done no longer works. You will have to be creative. You will have to be open to change. And you will have to think differently, critically, about how to solve problems that didn't even exist a year ago. I am confident that each of you will live up to the task at hand. And I can say that because you are Mavericks, and Mavericks are uniquely positioned to take on these challenges because Mavericks think differently. They don't take the easy way out. They're willing to do whatever is necessary to get the job done. You are Mavericks. You are part of the Mav fam, and you are ready for this. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce Interim Provost Matt Cecil.
Congratulations to all the graduates, families, and friends tuning into this virtual commencement. My name is Matt Cecil, and I serve as Interim Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. In my role, I oversee the academic part of the university, departments and programs, and more importantly, the staff and faculty who deliver higher education on our campus. The most direct message that I can send you on this special day on behalf of the hundreds of dedicated faculty and staff of our university is this: we are all so proud of you. Earning a college degree is a remarkable, life-changing event. It's the result of thousands and thousands of hours of work and sacrifice along the way. Earning a college degree during a global pandemic, with all the obstacles that have been placed in your way through this crisis, is nothing short of amazing. This global pandemic has taken so much from us. There are the big things. There are thousands of people who are not here today. There are thousands of others who have struggled to recover from this awful illness. So many people are dealing with loneliness and isolation, hunger or homelessness due to this crisis. Then there are the smaller losses that most of us have felt. We need to acknowledge those losses as well. Going to college has been different since March. I'm sure your experience this year was not what you had hoped for. And of course, even this commencement is different. Normally, we'd be together in the Taylor Center, thousands of people celebrating with you. I can tell you that everyone at the university feels that loss as well. There's nothing like hearing a family cheer when their first-generation graduate's name is called. There's that wonderful moment in the ceremony when our newly commissioned military officer graduates are recognized. There's the recognition of our graduates with special honors. And there's a moment that I always find very emotional when our first-generation college graduates stand and are recognized. Believe me, this is not what we wanted for you. But what I do want you to know is that even though we cannot be together, we see you. We care about you, and we are so proud of you. Together, virtually, we honor your accomplishment today. Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, families and friends. Enjoy your day. And on behalf of the faculty and staff of our great university, we wish you good health and the best of luck in the future. Thank you. And now it's my great honor to introduce Matt Loiza, Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matt Loiza, and I'm the Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. On behalf of the college, I would like to extend my congratulations and my best wishes to you, the class of 2020. So first, let's address the elephant in the room. My talk to you today comes via video as part of the safety protocols that the university has implemented due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. COVID-19, which has killed 238,000 people so far in the United States alone, has clearly been one of, if not the defining event of the final chapters of your college careers. It will certainly continue to shape the opening chapter of your lives post-graduation. So as you celebrate with family and friends today, think about how our collective struggle against COVID-19 has helped prepare you for life after college. First, I hope that the coronavirus has taught us that we can't simply wish our problems away by pretending that they don't exist, and that we are far more likely to succeed when we face obstacles head-on and come up with a plan to deal with them. Second, think about the importance of adaptability in the way that you, your friends, and your professors have had to adapt in a very short time period to learning via Zoom. That transition hasn't always been easy or pretty, but you got it done. Third, the coronavirus has shown us time and time again how important it is to be engaged. When things go sideways at school, at work, or even at the store, COVID-19 has taught us that you need to advocate for yourself and to communicate effectively with others to identify and to resolve problems. And although navigating a pandemic is often an isolating experience, you are not alone. As you celebrate your academic achievements today, remember that reaching out to others and supporting each other is going to serve you well when COVID-19 becomes a thing of the past. And it will. Class of 2020, your road to commencement day has been a lot more difficult to navigate since March, and you've probably wondered on some occasions where the off-ramp was, or if there even was an off-ramp. It's here, and you made it. We anticipate great things ahead for you, and we look forward to hearing more about your future adventures and your accomplishments. So without further ado, let me introduce our next speaker. It is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Anisa Omar, who is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Political Science and a minor in Ethnic Studies. Throughout her time at Minnesota State University, Mankato, She has been an outstanding representative of our college and campus community through her work and her advocacy. She is currently involved in Ignite Women in Politics, and in 2019-2020, she became the first Black Muslim woman to serve as the student body president. She is an organizer for Ignite the Youth and Mankato Area Voices for Racial Equality. As a student, she has had the opportunity to strategize, train, and organize different campaigns to improve the social, mental, and material well-being of all students. Following her time at Minnesota State University Mankato, Ms. Omar plans to attend law school and aspires to become a civil rights attorney to continue working towards building an equitable and just society for all individuals across the nation and around the globe. Please welcome Ms. Anisa Omar. Thank you.
In my years of being a student at Minnesota State Mankato, I've come to learn that education is a form of healing. Some of us are here today to get an education so that we may get a good paying job. And some of us, myself included as a first-generation college student, get an education just so our parents can heal. Throughout my years as a student, I have gotten to learn myself. From serving as the first Somali American student body president to serving as a mentor to incoming Black and Brown students. The community I have formed here has taught me how to embody limitless potential, how to think outside of the confines I, as a Black Muslim woman, have been structured in. And if there's one thing I have learned about myself, is that there is a sense of salvation in redefining who I am and who I can be. Though our life as graduates may look different than what we have planned for ourselves due to COVID-19, we must remember that our life will not be defined by the amount of time we spend worrying. Instead, we'll find ourselves reminiscing on our memories of spending late nights at the library or the CSU. So collect all of those moments and cherish them, because those were the nights we knew not only what stress felt like, but what being truly alive felt like. So as we enter into the next stages of life, make sure you walk each step with purpose and the next with conviction. Show us who you were, who you are, and who you will be. And remember, no matter what distance and time has planned for your life, starting today, at least you know that you will always have a family and community here at Minnesota State Mankato. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2020. I wish you all success, good health, and perseverance. Lastly, I cannot finish this without saying, go Mavs.
Kenneth Wickelgren.
I have one final message to share as we wrap up your graduation experience. I am optimistic about the future, and that's because of you. I believe that your experiences living through the pandemic have prepared you for the greatness in ways that none of us could have imagined back when you first enrolled at Minnesota State Mankato. I believe that you will be able to bring about change that is needed at the moment. And I thank you in advance for doing just that. Over the years, students have told me about their favorite parts of commencement. For example, when they're asked to turn and thank their family and special friends who have provided support through their college years. They also love the moment during commencement when they are asked to move the tassels on their cap from the right to the left side, signifying their induction into the community of scholars. I ask that you take a moment now, today, to do both of those things. In fact, do them right now if you're able. Whether you are completing an undergraduate degree, a master's degree, or a doctorate, please know that we are all proud to have played a significant role in your journey. Now, as our newest graduates, I ask you to go into this world with your understanding for others and hope for the future. The Spirit defines us and joins us together as a Minnesota State University family, as Mavericks. Class of 2020, congratulations.